I had no experience in music production and I wanted to get started in 2025 right now, and let's say I have a limited budget around $700, but I also don't have access to a good computer, or I just have limited access to a good computer, the beat machine that I would actually purchase would be this MPC One right here. This device has everything you need to get started. And I just wanted to make like a really casual video talking about why I think it's the best if you're beginning and you're trying to figure out what to get. Now, of course, there's the SP404 by Roland. There's the Ableton Move. I like the SP404, don't get me wrong, it's my baby, but it's not really good for beat making. The little tiny screen, and you're not really able to make a full beat. Of course, you can make something groovy, but for me, I like the SP404 for sound effects or for live performances. And now for DJing, and the Ableton Move is really dope. I love that it's standalone, it's portable, it's got a little speaker on it, but it does only have 4 tracks. I really love the form factor, it's really thin, but when you start making beats, if you don't know all the little buttons and what they do, you're pretty much sitting around watching videos or reading manuals trying to figure out what it does. When on the MPC One, everything is pretty self-explanatory. It has what the button does on the top, and if you hit the shift, it has a secondary function on the bottom of the buttons. But the downside of the MPC One is that you do need to plug it up. It's not portable like the SP404 or the Ableton Move, but the real reason why I really believe that the MPC One is the best, you can sample, sequence, arrange, mix, master, do live performances, finger drumming. I mean, it literally has a touch screen, 16 velocity sensitive pads, which you can actually change and upgrade yourself if you wanted to. You can customize your skin if you want to, but it also has built-in synthesizers or virtual instruments, sound effects. You have the ability to access native instrument sounds on the MPC, but I think the biggest thing is if you learn the MPC One, it has MPC 3 software on it, which is on all the other MPC hardware standalone devices. So if today you decide to spend $699 on this device and master it, and then something new comes out, or you want to upgrade to the MPC X, the MPC Live, the MPC Key, it's the same software. It's not much of a big learning curve. You're just having to understand the new hardware, which is actually very similar. It's just a different layout. You can actually get access to your splice samples on the MPC as well. It has Bluetooth, it has Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's pretty dope for the price point. I really feel like the MPC One is the best for the price point. Again, I love the SP404. I love all the sound effects, but when you're producing and making beats, I'm not thinking of the SP404. When it comes to the Move, it is pretty dope. I enjoy that I can go on the couch, but it doesn't have chord mode. On the MPC, you have the ability to make chords, chord progressions. It tells you on the screen what key you're in, what keys you're pressing. With the Ableton Move and the push, you have to know the fingering to do the chords, and you kind of have to know which key you're in and which keys are in order. It's kind of just not too friendly when you don't know how to use it already. Now, don't get me wrong, it's pretty cool. You can make some dope beats on each device, but if you're looking for something that you can finish a beat, you can actually export the stems, give your song to a mixing engineer or someone that masters music. But if you have the Ableton Move, it does come with Ableton Intro, which is still limited. So if you do want to use Ableton Suite, you got to spend that money, and you also need a really good computer to use Ableton. So the reason why I say if you are on a limited budget, you may have a computer, but it's not the best, it's not really good for music production, you're not really ready to spend an extra couple of $1,000s on a new computer, but you want to make beats, you want to be able to finish the beats in one place, mix the beats, master the beats, because you can actually put soft clip on there. Sounds delicious. And if you just need to get on the computer for a couple of minutes to finish the process, whether it's just mastering or sending it to someone else, going to a library or something, I think the MPC One is the best option for you. So if you're beginning, what do you think? When I first started making music, I had a computer because I was in college. So getting the machine, MK2 at the time, was the best option because the machine was like a hardware and software together. But at the time, that computer could handle that software. And like I said, I already had a decent computer because I was in college already. But if you don't have a MacBook Pro, you got a MacBook Air, you're just rocking with an iPad or just an iPhone, I get it. It's a journey. But if you want to make beats today, I would highly recommend getting the MPC One. That's just my opinion. Of course, there are other devices out there that are in a good price range. But based off my experience of what I actually have because I actually own these devices. I was just sitting back and just like, man, I think if I was starting from day one, I didn't have anything. The MPC One Plus is such a good gateway into music production, and honestly I wish I had it when I first got started. But lucky you if you're just getting started. One thing I would suggest, no matter what device you get, you need to learn how to use it. So if you do get the Ableton, if you get the MPC, if you get the SP404, make sure you take the time to grab a masterclass, to read the manual, to hang out with others that know how to use it. I do have a masterclass on the SP404, and I have a masterclass on the MPC3, which works for all the MPC standalone hardware. So if you do grab the MPC one or the SP404, make sure you grab the masterclasses. Because trust me, I get it. When you're watching people online, it looks really cool, you finally get it, but then you don't know how to use it. We don't want that to happen. Master it, make some dope beats, and then you can start upgrading to more equipment. But you don't have to spend a lot of money to get started making music, y'all. Drop in the comments what was your first device, if you've been rocking in the game for a while. If you're a beginner, what device have you been looking at? What's your budget? I know it's a bit overwhelming, but I hope you're excited about this journey, and I'm happy to help you along it. Till next time, peace.